How often, even if we have our own stereotypes related to political system, how often do we engage upwards? We sometimes shy away from engaging upwards, and it's still critical to do so. So we realized Sisters Without Borders Network is a platform of both men and women who are championing gender equity and equality. Our approaches actually delve more into women, peace and security because it was inspired by the UN Resolution 1325, which focuses on the promotion of women in different spaces, especially peace and security.
The USIP partnership with Sisters Without Borders began in a program called the Women Preventing Violent Extremism program, which began in 2012, where Sisters Without Borders came together in Kenya through workshops, dialogues that were eventually brought from the community level to the national level. And there was a lot of iterative learning through that experience. And so here, 10 years later, this partnership with Sisters Without Borders and the learning that's happened here in Kenya has been expanded through Uganda and Tanzania, and hopefully through Ethiopia and Sudan.
Sisters Without Borders is made up of organizations that actually undertake different activities and bring in different strengths to the network. The network in itself is made up of human rights defenders, persons who are working on preventing violent extremism, those who are engaging in gender justice, as well as even taking it forward towards policy reform when required in different sectors. So the beauty about the network is that we don't necessarily work within communities and engaging only with one particular organization. We try as much as possible to bring in organizations that do a myriad of things. This actually enables us to be able to have a wider reach within our communities because of the different approaches that we use, whether it's tools such as spotting, use of radio for messaging, holding dialogues both at the community level and at the national level, and of course working with those who can be able to reflect around policy and support advocacy and lobbying when required to make sure that policies are actually addressing concerns communities really have, and especially women.
When I go to, when I speak about communities, especially which are self-isolated,
this approach has also been applied in West Africa and the Sahel, and this partnership with the USIP is very important because the Africa Center hopes to partner with frontline peace builders, and there's no one better than women in front of their communities that are thinking about these issues, asking hard questions, and coming back to the group and speaking with one voice, engaging the government when it's appropriate, engaging the community, and foremost, responding to the community.
So collectively coming together, putting out our own vision and mission and our voice. So we are gathered today as part of the Sisters Without Borders regional workshop. This is actually the very first time we are gathering together because the last couple of years due to COVID we were unable to come together. This is an opportunity for us to actually meet and engage face to face as a group. And this is an opportunity for us to actually strengthen our members, to learn from each other, to build better as a network. And at the end of the day, we are hoping to come out with a regional approach for all of us to be behind and all of us to be able to enact within the different countries that we come from. At the same time, it's an opportunity for the different countries that are here, both Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Ethiopia, and Sudan, to sit back, reflect on their own programming and the activities that they have been doing, and charting a way forward based on the learnings they have had in their future programming for the next 2 to 3 years.
Nimefurahi sana, la kwanza sana kwa sababu nilikuwa katika visiwa vyetu na sijawahi kuja huku la kwanza. Kwa hiyo sikuwahi kuinteract na watu, mfano kama tukakutana kama hivi, watu wa Sudani, watu wa Somali, watu hao wote kukutana nao. Nimefurahi kwa sababu gani? La kwanza tumeshare experience wao walichokifanya na sisi tulichokifanya tulikuwa tunaambizana kwamba sisi tunafanya kwa njia hii na sisi tunafanya kwa njia hii. Kwa hiyo kikubwa kilichonifurahisha zaidi ni kule kupeana hizi habari.
I've been working with Sisters Without Borders, having conferences here and there in Uganda. This is my first conference, regional conference with other sisters. I've been hearing about them, but I didn't get to meet them in person. So coming together, knowing the ladies, knowing that there are some people around the world, around the region, doing so many things to help out women, to empower them, to come out and tell them about the violent extremism that is disturbing almost the East Horn of East Africa. It is very, very good. The conference is very, very productive, very educative. I'm getting to learn more things about Zanzibar, about Kenya. There are so many things I didn't know that were happening. Yeah, so I'm getting to know more about them.
We really needed to go and speak with the government, so for them to understand what we want to do, especially that we want to talk about or to work on the aspect of peace.
Every session has been really wonderful as a learning platform, a learning opportunity. I just can't believe it's like 3 days is gone, that we're almost finishing today, but it's every moment we are learning new thing. One of the key taking away is that of strengthen the network in the region, because it had started here within Kenya and not much that was known to other parts of the region. But now bringing people from Uganda, from Ethiopia, Sudan, Tanzania, all these people, we are sitting and discussing together about women empowerment and women participation on peace initiatives. So one of the key takeaways is to see the readiness and willingness for all these countries, and they need to work to keep on working together to help strengthen the peace in the region.
We need to capacitate our teams to speak one language.
So at the beginning of the conference, we were asked to set or to write our expectations. So I wrote in my expectation that I wanted to meet powerful women who bring change, build strong connection, learn about Sisters Without Borders, as Ethiopia is going to become the newest member with Sudan to the network. And so far I've met a lot of wonderful sisters. I've learned about their journey, what they have been doing so far. I've learned how they are tackling their problems in the region together, as well as in their own country. So we've shared experiences, we've shared our stories, and I've also learned that the power of storytelling, which was one of the major issues that we were discussing. We should always promote the positive stories that we have in our community, so that we can change the face of the country as well as the region by bringing out the positives of our community.
We are going to know our interests together to see what are the gaps, what are the weaknesses, that we can go forward together to see how can we work further to complete the one for us, as for example, as an African woman.
For me, as a person, I learned a lot, and also my colleagues, because for me it is the first time to be here in Kenya. I met a lot of women with a different backgrounds, with the different ideologies, with different religion. To have this harmony together, it is a very important to have women, girls in one place, having the same inspiration, they have the same objective, doing the same thing in Africa. And we are coming from different countries either.
Today it's actually a very good opportunity that I have met all of them, and we are discussing the same issue. And everybody comes with his own knowledge from his own background. And then we are sharing experiences and how whatever we are doing on the ground is affecting the other person.
From our side in Zanzibar, because of the activities we done about capacity building, empowerment of women in maintaining peace and security in the community or in the family, helps a lot in boosting their confidence and sharing what they have in their mind. They didn't have the courage to talk in front of people, but because of this program, they got a chance to express their feelings.
These women representatives from 5 countries are leaders in their own organizations that represent the breadth of peace and security issues, whether that be through formal policy or through programming and advocacy. Having them here in this room is powerful enough, but developing a strategy for them to work cohesively in the region beyond this classroom, in this meeting room, is going to chart a way forward for the region to develop together.
There's always stories of resilience, and the fact that there's so much commitment, as you can see in the room, so much commitment in the room to put forward a strong call for more engagement of women. What I look forward to is a day that we don't have to talk about the importance of gender equity and equality.
Peace is a very delicate thing. So as women, we are either the makers or the breakers of peace. Because in every home, whatever happens, then it affects us more than anybody else. Because once a child is arrested as a terrorist, then it is the mother who is affected. Once a husband becomes a terrorist, then it is the mother who is affected. So as women, we should take the mantle of peace forward.
Kama tunavyojua, mwanamke anakabiliwa na changamoto nyingi. Lakini mbali kukabiliwa na changamoto nyingi tu, mwanamke ndo mlezi, ndo mjenga familia. Mwanamke ndio mjenga jamii. Kwa sababu kama tunajenga familia, ina maana tunaanza kujenga kwenye familia ili ije kwa jamii na baadaye taifa. Kwa hiyo mwanamke ni mjenzi wa taifa in general. Kwa hiyo kama mwanamke huyu hatoshirikishwa kwenye kuzungumza, hatoshirikishwa kwenye kusema changamoto zake, hatoshiriki kwenye maamuzi yote yanayofanywa ya kuanzia ngazi ya shehia pengine, nadhani kunaweza kukawa na tatizo kubwa. Lakini ushiriki wake yeye mwanamke akaingia katika zile kamati, tukazungumza zile changamoto ambazo mwanamke zinamgusa moja kwa moja, inaenda kusaidia katika jamii ile ambayo inazunguka ama mradi huo unafanyika.